Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Duster Bus. So today we are hopefully putting our engine into the car today and doing it the so-called easy way. I haven't done it before, but we're gonna try to slide the engine underneath into the car. Before we do that, we are doing startup part 2. So if you guys didn't see it last time, this is our small block 360, the original 74 engine to the 74 Duster. And we got it fired up. We got the cam broke in, thanks to big help from my buddies Patrick and Marion. We were able to get the cam broken in and kind of got most things working. We did have a big issue with head gasket leaking, so we got some new head gaskets on it. We went with the Felpro 1008s. Hopefully these are going to pan out for us. So I made a bad choice on the last ones with some just straight copper gaskets, and really this engine's not set up to run those, so it is what it is, live and learn. The other thing I did was I took these heads and I took them and I got them machined just so they had a nice clean mating surface on them. The deck was previously machined, so there should be no reason for it to leak now. So I got that done, new gaskets and everything. One other thing to mention is we did have a little bit of a misalignment on the intake before. It wasn't bad. It would have been fine for what we're doing, but I did go ahead since I was neighbors making noise. Don't worry, we're gonna make a lot of noise here in a minute. But oi. All right, hopefully you guys can still hear me. Okay, it is what it is. So I did go ahead, since I was having the heads touched, I went ahead and had them take a little bit off of my intake surface here just to compensate for the decking, and it did give us a little bit of a better fit here, as you can see with the borescope check or endoscope check. All right, let me stop being boring and let me tell you what we got going on today. I went ahead and primed it. I got an oil gauge set up here, and when priming it I was running about 80 psi, so very good there. We'll see what it's like when we actually get it into run. All right, so I drained out the break-in oil, and now we're running straight 30, this Penn grade original green oil. I've had some people recommend that. We're gonna see how that does for us. So oil system is ready to go. Electrical system, I did match mark. I had to pull the distributor, and I know the timing was already set, so I did match mark it, took it out, was careful to put my intermediate shaft to the right position. Took that out, put it back in the same spot after priming it. Ooh, let me talk you through what we got here. So we're running a full MSD system, coil right in there. And I believe, so this is all still pretty new to me. What I'm running here is, I got a hot line. I'm gonna hook up to my battery here. And then on my ground, I'm gonna run jumper cable ground. And I think I should be able to just run it over here where I got a nice good bite spot, but I need to ground the block, and that should be good there. And then I believe to start it I just need to hit my in-feed pulse. Basically, if I just short that over, that should start it and give it that initial pop. And then in order to keep it running, I need to provide a signal to my MSD. So what I'm planning on doing here is I got this alligator clip going to my red, and I'm just gonna clip that onto here. First I'm gonna test my starter, make sure that's good, and then I'm gonna clip on here, and we should be, if everything goes well, we should be in business. All right, so I'm not running my alternator right now. I do have my belt on just so that it turns the water pump, and I'm just running. I just filled up with water here, running through. Seems like we're okay there. I am not running the fans because I don't want to pull down the battery more than I need to. I'm running this fan. It's not nearly the power that I would like, so we're only going to run for a couple minutes just to make sure that we don't have that head gasket leak. And then once it looks like everything's good, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Put a little bit of fuel directly down in there, and that should be able to get it cranked over. And then I'm going to hook my fuel line, run it back over here, running premium for now, just in case we get it stable. But with the compression that we have, we should be able to run regular long term. fill in our bowl, or fill in our vents to the bowl. Right in there. Uh-oh, spilled a little bit. Ignition system coming off that positive straight here. If I disconnect this once running, that should shut off my engine. Worst case is I can always pull my ground. That should kill the whole electrical system. But this should be my on-off. But basically this is now my on-off switch. My starter, I got my power into my starter, and just because I don't want to be reaching in here, I got this little cable here, and I'm going to hit here, and that should start it. As soon as it gets started, I take this off. So that's how it should work.
Alright, here we go again. Might just be a matter of...
Alright, give me 5 minutes. You don't need that. Calm down.
Yeah,
We are gonna loosen this up, and we're gonna try this 180 out thing, but I never understood what the hell that was. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull her up. We're gonna rotate this 180 degrees. Now we're going to put it right back in. We're going to tighten it up. Because is it possible that little thing got bumped? Absolutely. Let's try again. A couple pumps of gas. And hoping for the best. So there's a, burned my cable. Exhaust is hot. There's a thing, people talk about something being 180 out. It's 108, my distributor was basically, even though I was careful that the housing was right, the internal mechanism got twisted a little bit. Once I twisted it back,
So it's kind of like what I was telling you about
she's
the other
happy.
day.
Exactly.
Exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing. Except it's hard to, like, I've heard people talking about that all the time, but it's hard to know what it is unless you've actually like turned it. So
Good job.
sweet. And exhaust. I think we can run it for another 30 seconds. Just for shits and giggles. You want some earplugs?
No.
Alright. Let's see here. Power. Distributor power. Starter power. Fire in the hole. I love it. All right, we got our hardware cleaned up. Trans mount needs to go in. Found all the hardware for it. Got our big hardware for the K member. So we're gonna start by mounting the trans mount, or take the car up. We're gonna grab it with the cherry picker, lift it up, and then hopefully be able to slide our engine in. And picked up a couple helpers. All right, let's make it happen. All right, so with the cherry picker, the leg is in the way. So I gotta figure something else out. We had to pull the steering shaft back, a little tight there. Our jack in the front was, and we used some wood to distribute the load a little bit better because this will bend. There's not much weight in it right now though. And I think we have it clear of any major stuff, so I think we're just gonna brute force it the rest of the way. Whew, all right, finally got the front end in. And it's on the K-frame, it's bolted in, it's just snug, it's not torqued in yet. We're very low. Maybe difficult, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to squeeze under, and we gotta get our transmission mount all set up. But that's gonna be boring. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, grabbing our trans and taking it up, and you get the idea. Got her in place. We left these loose up here so we could get everything moving around. We got our bolts to frame in, not torqued, so, and then our big through bolt here. So we're going to torque it. We're going to torque these, then that one last, and then we should be good. We're already off. Trans is up, so we're almost there. All right, she is in. Did notice we are touching here. I'm gonna have to cut that off. That should be for the wipers, I believe. So I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. But it is touching. That is not good. Otherwise, we got plenty of clearance all the way around. We'll have to fight steering shaft and everything, but that's, you know, that's a problem for future me. And coming up in here, you know, we got our trans mount looking good. Everything's all buttoned up. So we're in pretty good shape. So thank you guys for dropping in today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We got a lot of work to do before we're able to run this in No Name Nationals later this fall. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Get out there and build something. Take care.